Hi folks, it's Philip Andrews from the Elements team, and in this session we're looking at the top new features in Premiere Elements 11. One of my favorites is time remapping. To you and me, that is the way in which you can slow down or speed up the action in your video clips. Let me just play you this particular clip here, and you see the basketball is slow right down. It's like a slow-mo effect, and it's fantastic and very easy to do. So if we just stop the action now and just select that clip and then go down to Tools and then select Time Remapping, you'll see that we've got this green section highlighted on our video clip, and that green section isolates a part of the clip and allows us to slow it down by selecting one of these options here, or speed it up with one of these options on the right hand side. We can also get the footage to reverse and the motion to stop and go backwards and then go forwards again by just selecting this option here as well. So you've definitely got to try that one out. It's a load of fun, and it's a great way to add extra interest to your video clips, especially when there's action involved. Second on the list of new features is the ability to add vignettes. Darkening the corners of photos is a popular thing that a lot of photographers do to their still images, but now we can do it to our video clips as well. So with this video clip open, and you can see I've already changed it to black and white, so we've got a nice moody effect happening there already. We'll go down to the effects panel and scroll down to the bottom of that effects panel, and you'll see we've got a new vignetting option here. Click and drag that onto our clip in the timeline. You'll see a darkening of the edge of the video clip, and that has been applied across the whole of the video clip. We can change or adjust that vignetting effect by just going to Applied Effects, and you'll see that there's an extra option here called Vignetting. Let's scroll down and see all the options that we have here. We've got Amount, so you can lighten or darken the edges by just sliding this control backwards or forwards. Size, so you can make the vignetted area bigger or smaller. Roundness, and also Feather to soften the effect around the edges. Try that yourself, it's pretty cool. Using the same video clip, let's look at another one of my favorite features in Premiere Elements 11, and we'll go to the effects panel again, and this time you'll notice that instead of selecting video effects, we're going to select FilmLooks, and each of these entries are a selection of adjustments that you can apply to your video and get a very distinct look straight away. Let's grab the old film one here and just click and drag it across and drop it onto our video clip, and click yes to this action. And you'll notice that as I scroll through the video clip now, we get that real look of a vintage film, and it's in black and white. You can quickly and easily stylize your video by just dragging and dropping different film looks onto your clips. And of course, immediately obvious is the brand new UI that we have for Premiere Elements 11, including things like the action bar along the bottom of the screen here. And two features that are closely related to this new interface are the Adjust and Applied Effects panels. The Adjust panel contains a series of adjustments that you can apply to your video clips. Things like smart flicks, color adjustment, lighting, temperature and tint. To have a look at those, let's just open up the color adjustment option, and we'll go to saturation. Add more saturation by clicking the thumbnail at the top left here, less saturation by clicking the thumbnail bottom right, or if you want to apply some manual control, you can just click more and adjust these controls manually here. As well as that, if we apply some effects to our image, so for instance if we apply replicate by just clicking and dragging that across to our video clip, we can then go to the Applied Effects panel, and you'll see we have a replicate entry. Here we can make any adjustments to that particular controller effect, and in the case of replicate, we can change the number of copies of the video clip that are being reproduced. And there's also a couple of new ways to interact with our clips in Premiere Elements 11. Take for instance, when we're moving the playhead across the video clip, notice that we now have a small split clip option available right at the playhead. If we just click this option here, you'll see that the clip is broken into two parts. And then if we look at the transitions that are available, we can drag the transition between the two clips, and we get this transitions adjustment pop up. We can choose whether the transition is applied just to the left clip, the right clip, or between, and click done. And we can always come back and make adjustments to that transition by double clicking on the transition and coming back to the pop-up panel. And I'm sure you've already noticed that we have two new panels sitting on the left and the right of the interface. First we have the Add Media panel, where we can quickly go and grab the video clips and